Okay, let's see. This will be week 2, day 3, match 2, game 1. We're gonna have WBG versus GW. It seems like Hydra will be coming out in exchange for these for first game, but also the map currently is Arms Factory as well. So it's more of a surprise to me that they're actually not putting a TIE turner on an acrobat, especially if he's gonna be in factory and such. Oh, but anyways, in the game. Oh my lord. Sleepy. Jesus, I'm sleepy. But anyways, onto the game we go. The Gardener's not a bad pick, I'd say, especially against the Dream Witch, because like Gardener's toolkit, basically whatever chair you dismantle, survivors will take 10% extra time to fly away. So this works really well with rescuers as well, and of course with snooze. Onto the game we go. We're gonna spawn by the corner. I'm gonna go straight directly into middle right now, but it does seem like it'll be the Psychologist first chase here. Psychologist first chasing more or less. You're not gonna get an upper hand unless like they give you a free hit, a free follower hit, let me say. Cause like the problem with Psycho is one patroller 30 seconds. Hey, whoa. No, I said free hit, but I didn't mean it that way. It's only 40 seconds into the game and that has happened, and Tinnitus is already nearby. There's no way T is gonna come in now. Ooh, wait, never mind. Actually, T doesn't have anything to use. No, T doesn't have TIE turner, but we're gonna get a mini stun right here. 2 seconds, and next follower will be switched over. But like, in a situation like this, when you're forced, there's only 2 survivors out there decoding right now. And the Psycho is going to be a 2 normal hit down, especially in a situation like this in which England can't really vault that window. That's great and all that you gave away the follower, but like the main body is right here, right in front of you. YMM still trying to look for GW England right now. The Psychologist is still trying to rotate around this area as much as possible, but that's gonna be very hard to do so, especially when there's patroller right out there. And it seems like we did manage to get a bite on. I may have talked about giving a free hit, but 100 seconds into the game, already second chair and 2 ciphers barely being able to get done. And we have YMM here having the full mid. It's literally mid game now for YMM, but for survivors it's still their early game. 100 seconds into the game is still their early game right now, especially since this is second chair. So for the survivors right now, we're gonna have Acrobat coming in to rescue, but Acrobat should probably retreat. We probably should retreat. There's no point in coming in to rescue. No. No. Acro. Oh my lord, there's so much wood in the forest. You don't need that one wood. T. Okay, that's no balls. Okay, that's no balls. No balls on the forward, and immediate blink down. We can immediately leech on towards the forward right now. YMM, are we gonna change? YMM. No. Leech onto the forward, onto the forward. There's no point on leeching on the Acrobat right now. Forward will probably do better. Right here. YMM's trying to look for the forward right now, but it does seem like Sington, our Gardener, is currently nearby as well. This will be a no damage rescue, but all we need to do is hit the Acrobat. Ooh. Well, everyone's at half health. Gardener with the sidesteps. Jesus. Gardener with the sidesteps. But like in a situation like this, I guess YMM can still leech onto Acrobat here. Acro will be an immediate end, but they're missing 2 full ciphers. So like at the end of the day, there's not much the survivors can do in a situation like this. We have the main follower in middle, in which forward is also nearby. Forward pulling away with the last remaining is his balls for as long as possible, but you see, the biggest issue here was England got a Terroshock. It does not matter, right? It does not matter if it was like if she had stress or not. It's still a Terroshock with no patroller use. You know what? If Dream Witch used 1 patroller, then fair, right? It'll be easier to like counter patroller for endgame and you tank 2 hits. But like in a situation like that, in which you basically didn't even consume a single hunter skill, that is just very bad. Very beautiful flywheel there, but done by Higher. But Higher as well on this hand. You should have went in for the rescue, man. Man really shouldn't have went in for the rescue. The moment that she leached onto you, it was already too late. The moment she leached onto you, you should immediately jump the ball instead of hesitating there. Hesitating there actually costed them most of the game. Because like even with Dream Witch, even if you have a good early game, if you can't get something mid to late mid game, then you're kind of screwed. So yeah, especially when Yingling gave away the main followers as well, and YMM was not able to leech on towards any of the other survivor in the meantime, but leeching on towards the Ford right now. Ford has no items, but the first I will ranch. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're changing for the Gardener. I mean, if YMM probably thinks that Gardener actually doesn't have Windows speed boost because KITE has popped out from her, which is why we're changing to Gardener right now. But back towards the 4 will currently be at half health. Great. That's great, right? But we still have blink on the main follower right now, so we're not gonna blink out just yet. It does seem like we want to pull a little bit of a back follower right now, but also at the same time forward crouching right there. It's not that much of a great choice, but if 4 can survive for like, the 4 has to survive bare minimum 80 more seconds. 20 seconds, well, bare minimum 90 seconds, sorry. 20 seconds for Gardener to look for a cipher, and the other 70 seconds is like decoding. But also there's this Blink Dream Witch, so Blink Dream Witch, question mark, Blink Dream Witch, okay, that's fine. 32 seconds left until anything else happens. I wouldn't chair here. I don't think YMM will chair here. I don't think he'll chair, you see. Because like the moment he picks up the forward, he's not gonna chair. He's not gonna chair. There's no way he's gonna chair, especially when like there's a Gardener out there as well. 4K, prioritizing 4K here should be the way to go. But also at the same time, looking at Gardener's side of view, we're still trying to locate crows. The last 3 cipher machines are pretty, well, I mean, one of the 2 cipher machines are pretty close towards Hydra, but like we should pop Tinnitus here, and 4 stays on chair for like a few seconds. Well, not for a few seconds extra actually. 4 doesn't have that type of buff, but we're gonna be seeing the main follower coming in right now. That is no pallet stun, but main follower, as long as she registers a normal. Oh, never mind. We gotta have a ball. We gotta blink out, and I don't think there's anything left to see in a situation like this. I don't really think there's much left to see, especially when Gardener's on her last toolbox, well, on her last needles, I'd say. But another Windows speed boost coming out from here, and Gardener should be guaranteed down. Honestly, now it's really the early game that sucks the most. It's really the early game and the rescue. But anyways, move on to our second half. Oh, we're gonna have D coming out as Bonbon. Bonbon against that, it's not too bad. Like, actually, now that I think, Bonbon isn't too bad because like he's gonna have time to like get as much bombs as he can, accumulate as much bombs as he can, but also at the same time there is a mech out there though, and like even if mech is first chase, right, she still should guarantee a 60-second containment. Even if blink hasn't forced out, 60 seconds should go by, and all what the survivors have to do here is to sell. That's honestly all what the survivors have to do. They just sell and let the decoders decode. But anyways, onto the game we go. We're going to be seeing an immediate chase towards the Seer right now, but D seems like he thought Hui will actually rotate towards the Shack instead. But we're going to see Seer rotating towards the car bundle right now, towards the corner. In a situation like this, more or less D right now is kind of just mind gaming himself, more or less, and Seer's just playing away as much as possible. He's just not playing with you by this point. He's just not playing with you. Kiting against a Bonbon, really, it's to pull as much distance as possible. Especially with the fact that there's currently 2 survivors that's bringing Windows and Flywheel, so we don't have power time on any of them. So they're just aiming for a one-man escape for now. They're really just aiming for a one-man escape for now. Like with this type of persona rank, it's very dangerous, yes, but also at the same time it guarantees if you do bad first chase, your rebound KITE at least should not be too bad. You see, whether it's rebound KITE or first chase, wait, very nicely done. Did not use the L right there. Very nicely done, did not use the L right there. Did not also didn't use Flywheel, surprisingly. But for D-Ball right now, our Bonbon, what I'm more surprised of the fact that is that he's not bringing, oh, never mind. Oh, whoa, the Windows speed boost, but no Flywheel coming out from Hui. 90 seconds into the game, we have a basement we're selling here. We are selling here. There is no way anyone's gonna rescue. All what Iron has to do is to come close. All what Iron has to do is currently is to come close. And don't do anything, in all honesty. But like there is Wanted Order on the forward though, so that's a little bit of an issue right now as well. But overall we do know where the forward is, and it does seem like D-Ball is deciding that he does not want to camp anymore. Whether that's a good idea or not, Iron is just trying to give as much pressure as possible, right? And like, by the time Sia has been Sia will stay on chair for another 30 seconds, bare minimum. And by the time that Sia has been sold out, there should be only 1.5 ciphers remaining. Forward really is just trying to give as much pressure as possible. And we're seeing 1K rotating around as well, just so they can start decoding cipher machines. For 1K himself as the patient, I'd say it's probably best for him to rotate to middle instead of going towards the corner. Because like, for 1K himself, especially when you're near factory as well, there's no point in you being afraid of a bomb on where you can literally just one hook into factory and then start containing from there. But with all the running around right now, we've only got 3 cipher machines at 50% plus and 1 cipher machine done, and we're missing 1 full cipher machine now. For Bonbon himself, as long as he can find someone and down them, that's all what really he needs. Even within the next 60 seconds, that's all what really he needs. Because like, mech stall wouldn't be enough to like rotate around the map and start decoding other cipher machines as well. But also mech herself now doesn't have any decoding debuff, which is one of the strongest thing about mech, right? Because like, if your survivor does a bad early game, we can sell, and then after that everyone's at full health, so mech can decode at normal speed again. So you know, it's the doll and normal mech with a relatively fast decoding speed. But it seems like the doll will be eliminated right here, and mech will get notified. Well, I mean, the hunter will get notified of mech's position. Very nice sidestep there done by Long. But we're gonna double back ourselves right now. The cipher machine should be done. I don't think there should be any problem here, right? I genuinely don't think there should be any problem here unless Ford fails rescue. For cipher machine currently at 60%. Very beautiful flywheel right there. Knowing that there's a flywheel here on the mech, then this is, it simply just means that this is a... Ooh, very nice remote control button. It simply just means that this is a no borrow time mech. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Bonbon though, chasing after 2 survivors without borrow time. But we're tanking quite a bit of chips right there, aren't we? I mean, 4 cipher is done, so it should so like there should be a tie game here, or 3-man elimination depending on how the game goes. But since 1K is relatively close towards the exit gate, everything should be fine here. For Ford himself, I mean, oh wait, that is bad, that is really bad right there. Okay, we're gonna aim for the 1K, we're gonna aim for the 1 escape. Oh, we just want to escape, we're gonna pull straight towards the chair, but it does seem like D-Ball kinda teleported a little bit too early right there. He kinda teleported a little bit too early right there. For Iron himself, he has half of a ball remaining, but also Dungeon is near Shack. Mech will stay on chair for another 30 seconds, but as long as they secure this 1-man escape, that's all what is needed. I kind of feel bad for Iron as well because he has hand injuries and he's still playing, but it is what it is right there. Okay, it seems like, can we pull? No, very nice sidestep, Iron, very nice sidestep. But even with that, as well, we mind gaming, 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The dungeon's open, but is Ford gonna double back himself right now is the main question. No, he gets bombed down. Ooh, it's a small victory there, but let's congratulate WBG for winning.